Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Almeiron. I am playing Final Fantasy Tactics: The War of the Lions. Last time we finished Chapter 1 at Fort Ziekten, where we saw the final tragedy with Delita. Travesty? It's a very bad thing that happened, and it was caused by Ramza's brothers and the knightly order that he had held had thought had different standards, basically. So he was disillusioned. Looked like Delita had died in an explosion. Ramza went off. He's become a sellsword. That catches us up with the beginning. There's not much for me to do. I switched Ramza back to Squire because here I can show you. As I promised. Oh, I guess so. He can now learn Steel, which increases bravery. This is another permanent increase, so he can permanently increase people's bravery. It's I think it may not be as fast as the Order's version, but yeah, he can do that. Actually, good lord. Sorry, it's the person at the shelter letting me know how many cats there are. I'll be going in tomorrow morning. So now he's mastered it again. So he's learned Aura Blast as a monk. Next up, I like to save it for Chakra, because it's it will heal his hit points and HP and MP. It's targeted on himself, but it also hits as long as they're on the same vertical level as him, the 4 squares next to him. So you can use that. Once I get that, I might just leave him as a monk for a while and have metal as his secondary so that he can be very supportive. Yeah, I forgot that I had leftover job points. So let's go back to monk then, Ramza. There you go. Okay, so Lad, Alicia, and Lavian all join us, but they don't have much. They don't have any really points in anything. They're relatively underdeveloped compared to the people we've been running with. So I'm going to have to spend some time in random encounters, grinding them up to snuff, basically. But yeah, once I do that, then they'll join the team as full-on members. We have 2 guests now: Gefgarian, the Fell Knight, and Agrias, the Holy Knight. And so I guess let's go. So we're leaving Orbon Monastery, which does not sell us anything or anything like that, and heading after Delita, but there's no red dots, so where are we supposed to go? Oh, right here. I usually forget that this is a difficult fight. Let's see if they can do slightly better. And I bring like Alicia and Lavian along, and then I regret it because they're not quite up to snuff, as I say. I'm remembering this time to bring my actual party. Dorter. Not the slums this time. Knight. A purse of 500 gil per head. Sellsword. 'Tis coin I lack, not wits. 2,000, or you can stick them yourself. Knight. Mayhap you forget the ease with which men are branded heretics. Sellsword. Threats, is it? 1,000 then. Knight. 700. I can offer no more. Sellsword. Done. Let it never be said that I was aught but a pious man. Knight, I pray your newfound piety lends not itself to mercy. They will be here soon, and I shudder to think of your fate should any of them survive. No sooner speak the devil's name than he doth appear. You've work to do. Best be about it. Sellsword. Gods be good! That's Sir Gefgarian! 700 ahead for this? Gefgarian. An ambush! This day grows lovelier by the hour. Agrias. If you'd not fight, the road home lies behind you. Gefgarian. Well, I make no habit of charity. I could not well abandon so goodly a wench to rogues. Agrias. Do not patronize me, sir. Defeat all enemies. So, we start at a distinct disadvantage here because they have the height on us. Also, as you can see, there's a male thief here, so watch out for the Steel Heart. Although, we have the Fell Knight, who has that attack, which steals their hit points back to himself. It's pretty great, actually. Alright, Romsley, we didn't learn anything from the last fight. Rush them. I briefly considered going back and redoing that fight to try to get more stuff from it, but well, live with how it went. Agrias is casting a spell, apparently. There's an archer who's going to she's going to charge, and another archer who's just going to shoot Cold Run. Okay. And then the two black mages, who are probably less dangerous than the two in the last fight, but they're not, don't underestimate them. Also, unfortunately, I couldn't see where they were casting spells. But I'm best guessing it wasn't there. This will save time. There you go, Rack. No real good options. If I stand there... Alright, let's go next to Gefgarian. I'm assuming the other black magic... Oh, I forgot to give her stuff. Was targeted on Ronza. No, it's just a fire. Umbra. Agrias, why are you trying to blind them? I'd better check her abilities. And then Cold Run. Zara is at 4, so your Blizzard would then also go off. I can't quite hit 2 people from here, but here, go for the other archer. Why not? If I'd realized this was what Agrias was doing, I probably still would have moved Wreck there. One-shotting that black mage was too good to miss. Okay, I guessed right. Targeting straight on Roms, or not targeting straight on him, but to the other side, I guess. So. Hey, Cauldron hits level 12. Esteline reaches level 11. Too bad she's on the wrong side. So knights aren't the only ones who can do terrible things to your equipment. Thieves can also steal it from you if they have the correct abilities, and that guy does apparently. So, yeah, Gefgarian and Agrias will make this fight a breeze, but when I bring other characters, it tends to I tend to have trouble keeping them alive. People who aren't at a good level. So Rack's gonna walk into danger because the guy's casting a spell, but I'm figuring she can murder him. Yeah, there we go. Murder achieved. No, not there. No, that one. There we go. Dual Black Mage is kind of fun, actually. Oh, Gifgarian's not going to steal my kill. Here we go. Finish him off, Ramza. Agrias. We cannot linger. We must find Lady Ovelia. Gifgarian. And how should we do that? Call out her name and hope she comes running? Agrias. Her captors have but one place to go. The impenetrable walls of Fort Besselet. Ramza. Then we must lose no time. Hey, a free flame rod, a free mage masher. Oh, and that phoenix stone I used. I don't have to buy one. I mean, I'm gonna buy some, because... yeah. So that opens up the Araguay Woods, the Zyrkyle File, Zyrkeel? Zyrshell? Zyrshell Falls, and Fort Besselet. But first, the tavern. So now we have a new option, errands. This is why I like having a fair number of generic units. Bandits have appeared on the trade route from Dorter to Goland, and they only seem to be targeting our company's chocobo wains. Please deal with them before we suffer any more losses. The Bacchus Winery. So you can send people up to 3 generic units out on these errands, and they will earn job points, but not XP. So it's a good way to rank up jobs without over-leveling. Okay, let's go ahead and read these rumors. In the wake of the king's demise, since the death of King Andoria III, Queen Luveria's campaign to seize total control of the government has proceeded apace. All who oppose her, even members of the council, are mercilessly stripped of their rank. Even the Queen Mother, who had openly criticized the actions of her son's wife, was banished to Bunaham, never to return. Her fate is unknown, although some say she was poisoned. The Dukes Larg and Goltana. Duke Larg, true-born brother of Queen Luveria, and Duke Goltana, cousin of the late king, are locked in a fierce political struggle for control of Ivlis. Both men hope to be appointed guardian of Prince Orinus, and thus gain the title and authority of regent. Although the queen supports Duke Larg, a goodly number of nobles and council members appear to back Duke Goltana, and there are rumors he may be officially appointed regent ere long. Widespread peasant revolt. Peasants riot throughout Duke Goltana's province of Zeltenia. This sudden outbreak of civil unrest stems from the unanticipated loss of crops due to last year's drought, coupled with the burden of taxes that have been steadily rising since the end of the 50 Years' War. A group of former knights calling itself the Order of the Ebon Eye appears to be fomenting the violence, even as Baron Grimm's Blackroom Knights struggle to contain it. Check out the outfitter. Let's see, Ice Rod, White Staff. Oh, Round Shield, that looks new. Headgear, that's new. Mithril Vest is technically new. I actually, in a random encounter, got an enemy that was like a squire, like an actual human squire, NPC guy. Killed him, he dropped a Mithril Vest for me, so I actually got one early. Oh, and we have shurikens. I wonder what use those are for. A throwing weapon for ninjas. It spins in the air before hitting its target. That's good to know. Attack 4. So, just have to figure out how to get ninjas, I guess. Alright, let's see. Fitting room. Rums is good. Cold run. So, no. Let's actually do the try-on version. Red Hood to headgear loses him MP, so we're not going to do that. And Silken Robe to Mithril Vest loses him even more MP. So again, not going to do that for him. Those two aren't rad. So in the original translation, his name was Rad. It was R-A-D, and they've changed it to Lad, L-A-D-D. So I may occasionally get that wrong. Okay, he is going to do that. I should have put on Do Not Disturb. I need to remember to do that on this iPad. Because he's gonna be a squire for a little bit until he learns JP Boost. Alicia and Lavian, as much as I love them as knights, are also going to have to switch to squires. Again, just until they get JP Boost. And probably move +1. So we're gonna need to kip them out as well. Sorry. Alright, there we go. And so Rad's got decent bravery and faith. Yeah, they each have decent bravery and faith. In my previous games, Lad usually is one of the ones I send down the mage path, but I've already got 2 people going down the mage path. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with Lad at this point. But I do want him involved, even if just tangentially. Alicia and Lavian I have more definite plans for. So, I mean, I once kitted them out really well by the end of the game and like took screenshots. It's not screenshots. It was on the original PlayStation I was doing this, and I took a picture with a camera so that I could remember how I had them set up, I think. Yeah, that actually sounds right. I think that's what it was. So yeah, that happened to me at one point. I did that sort of thing. Approaching our 20-minute mark again, but let's go through abilities from that last fight just to make sure, see if anybody can learn anything. No. Agrias. Nothing there. Chemist. Can't quite get Phoenix down. So one of the things that I sometimes Agrias starts with white mage abilities equipped, and sometimes I leave her with that. She only has 27 hit point or MP, and so maybe not this time. But I definitely don't want her using Mystic Arts. That was a waste of time. Alright. Ramza, Monk. Nope, not quite high enough. Cold Run. Black Mage. Yeah, he can learn. Let's do Thundara then. He's unlocked Time Mage. Time Mage is the one that comes after Black Mage. Sorry, I'm losing track of where I am a little bit. Oh, we have 200 Squire points. Anything worth picking up? It's a little bit tempting, but JP boost right now is the most important one, so probably leave it be for now. And Errol can finish off the Aura spells. And then I'm going to switch Errol over to start working on Time Mage, I think. Oh, and I should, like, remember to put items back or something back here. I had Black Magic last time, actually. Let's do that. Before I, So I had that going. I started the Zeekton fight, and then the recording died on me for whatever reason, and I quit out of the game so I wouldn't, because I'd gone through most of the dialogue by that point. And then when I went back in, I switched her back to Black Mage and forgot to give her the second action ability. And the game will always optimize towards hit points. Instead of MP, as far as I know. So, gotta keep an eye on that sort of thing when you're changing jobs, especially. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and call that here. Next time we'll see where I go. I might do a little bit of grinding with Levi and Alicia off camera, and come back after I've got them at least JP boost and started to move on to the jobs I want them to be doing. Oh yeah, and next time I'll show you how errands work, but I don't want this to go too long, so I hope you did enjoy watching this, and hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye for now.